The Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, stands out as one of the few Western leaders with a spine to spit uncomfortable truths, even in the face of his allies. He claims the West got lazy by using cheap labour as a substitute for productivity. Yes, Britain's crying out for a detox, or better, full-on rehab. We've been hooked on cheap immigrant labour, and it's left us broke and ailing. Vice President Vance is spot on. Mass immigration is bleeding our economy dry, and the figures simply back him up. Straight from the Department of Work and Pensions' own data, thanks to the Centre for Migration Control, we now know that 1.2 million people who are foreign-born are on benefits, hoovering up $7.5 billion in universal credit last year alone. Factor in housing, healthcare, education and transport, and taxpayers are coughing up another $3.5 billion to keep this failed system afloat. And who's claiming at the highest rates? Congolese, Iraqis and Afghans, at 4 times the rate of Brits per head. Poland leads the pack with 89,000 plus claimants, followed by Pakistani community at 85,000, with 40 other nationalities outpacing Brits in benefits per capita. And then there's the criminals slipping through the cracks, of course. Erend Coker, an Albanian illegal, broke into Britain 4 times. He got caught growing cannabis and still wasn't deported. Why? His jail stint simply wasn't long enough. Well, credit to Yvette Cooper, the Home Secretary, because she tried to boot him out. But the courts, of course, landed on the same old human rights over public safety nonsense. To put it in perspective, that's 1 case out of 41,000 plus immigration appeals clogging our system. It's completely unrealistic to think that the Home Secretary, who clearly has very little power despite being the democratically elected representative of the people, can intervene in just 10% of those cases. Meanwhile, net migration has surged to 900,000 plus a year, and the Centre for Policy Studies warns that 800,000 more migrants will qualify for indefinite leave to remain in the next decade. That's lining them up for benefits and pensions, all while British taxpayers are footing the bill. The Tories are waking up to the nightmare that they've caused, aren't they? They're proposing tougher rules. They want to ban jobless and low-paid migrants from settling and double the wait for indefinite leave to remain from 5 years to 10. Because why should Brits fork out $7.5 billion in benefits, $3.5 billion in services, and another $5.4 billion on asylum seekers? That's $16.4 billion in savings waiting to be made. And really, it's a kick in the teeth for many who know too well that the benefit system needs gutting. But watch on as the government hammer British people first while ignoring the crippling price of immigrants bleeding our nation dry.